Yo, what's cooking, everyone? We're gonna put some Bilstein B14 Coilovers on my Fiat 500 Abarth. See right there, it's track tested on the Nürburgring. A little bit of German engineering going into this Italian Fiat. Let's cook it up. I'm gonna show you how to install the front, how to install the rear. I'm gonna be showing you the measurements, where you're starting out, where you're ending up. I'm gonna be showing you some before and after going from this monster truck status into this.
This Bilstein B14 Coilover kit includes mono tube performance dampers with progressive rate springs, aluminum spring seat, and lock nuts for ride height adjustment of 30 to 50 millimeters that are tuned for 2012 to 2019 American Fiat 500 Abarths. The zinc-coated and threaded body provides protection against any road elements on top of a lifetime warranty. These suspension kits are made in Germany and are tested on the famed Nürburgring.
Clunking, it's the suspension. Well, we'll see when we rip it apart. I want to get a baseline measurement. See, 26 inches from about the edge of the tire. It's about 4 inches. Look at that. Up front, 24 and a quarter. And the gap is about 2 1/4, three finger fitment. You're gonna want to jack up the car, get the whole rear end on jack stands, and then you're gonna want to jack up the bottom of the shock mount, compress it, and get the bolt out. Just unscrew these. It's a fancy socket that I don't have. I just used a 14, powered it right out of there. Just pull it right out. That's it. Shocks out on the bottom. All right, now that these bolts are out, these shocks are loose, just go ahead and let it down slowly. It's always scary working with springs, but they are now nice and loose. This is still getting held up by the jack. I'll go ahead and just slip these on out of there. There we go. We need to save this. Just screws right off, and we have to use this for the new one. If you see, I have the aftermarket Euro Compulsion bump stops, but we have new ones in the new set that we're going to be using. So this kit does come with some basic instructions, and of course it didn't happen unless it came with stickers. It tells you here you don't want to use the old bump stop. You do have the new one here, and it tells you exactly how to put it together next to each other. The old spring versus the new spring is a bit shorter. I have the old top spring set here, and you just twist it right on to the new Bilstein spring. It goes right on there, ready to go. Now the adjustable bump stops that it came with, they also came with this little key. You can go ahead, find the hole with the key in it, and then you just loosen it, and then you can very easily spin this right around. Just pushes on this little piece of metal here as you tighten this, and it keeps it from spinning. Pretty simple design. Next up, get your 15 millimeter. Go ahead and just pull this right out. And you see we have our old ones here and our new one right here. This is specifically designed for the lowered ride height. Got that beautiful Bilstein color we all love with the track tested official sticker. You can see the old ones here. It's getting a little worn on this bushing. You can see it has a little cracking on it. On this side, it is almost completely broke through. She was ready. So the first bump stop I got out, the nut just barely came off of this thing after spraying it real good. There's no screw hole on this side. Well, this one, as I turn it, this is just spinning inside of this. So I got this little vice grip set up here. Got this hooked on to the stud, and I got my spanner hooked on to the nut. So hopefully that can get it out. Just, little problems to slow you down. This kind of stuff happens. And of course it's in a really rough spot, so I can't get a socket on it. Got this spread in there. And of course this can isn't working this way anymore. It only works upside down. Classic. We got it halfway, and because of obvious limitations, the vice grip method ain't gonna work anymore. Oh, we're just gonna Dremel it out, I guess. There we go. Don't need this.
Okay, up with this a little. All right, stop.
Up down. Oh, good. You gotta get the shock in there. Wasn't. No. The rear's down and now we're at 24 3/4. And the rear suspension's about as low as it's gonna get. And we're 4 fingers, can't really fist it anymore. So it's a little lower. The new pieces with the car on its own weight. It's pretty compressed. It doesn't have too much more to go to adjust it. Good idea. Color right there so you know where she is, and have this turned so you can get to it easier. If it's on this side, you probably can't get in there. Alright, take this guy off, just pops right out. Now you're supposed to remove this, but let's not do that.
Anything holds the strut in there. Okay, so that one's going to come out through the bottom with that part. So we can get that out later. Alright, pick it back up.
Nice.
Back it out like that.
Now this is one that was clunking around. Okay, here's the old one.
Like that. The old nut.
Oop, just pushes right on there. One fun thing, this is broke. Didn't know that till it was vibrated off. We'll leave it on there. Not bad. 2.5, 3. So it was 24 1/4, and now it's just about 24. That was screwed halfway. So we can lower it if we need to, but it just about matches the rear, and the rear still has to settle. Car looks good. Sitting at an incline. It's down to 2 fingers now. It's settling down. That front's getting pretty low. The back, it's about 3.5 still. Both sides. Ooh, this is 3. It is on an incline, and only one of the side of the e-brakes work. It's kind of an issue. We're about 2 here, so that's about even. Looking good. 5 with the coilovers on the car. It is definitely different. I've never owned a car on coilovers. This is the first for me. Never really had enough money to do this, but huge shout out to Bilstein for shipping these out to me at a great price and able to make this come true, honestly. The car bounces quite a bit in a good way. It no longer clunks, so that was definitely the issue. It's nice, very excited to get this on the track. I have to get it aligned because that camber bolt we kind of just threw in there, but it is nice. I didn't get to do anything anything crazy yet, but we will. We definitely will. It's so cool because every little thing it's shaking, just like all them stance boys. Never had anything static like this. Again, huge shout out to Bilstein and all of you for watching. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, anything that I might have missed, put it down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer it. All right, we got the coilovers and the driver's seat in the car, plus groceries and a snow shovel. Come on now, this car is practical. If you want to see some more Fiat content, sure to click right here. Thank you so much, Bilstein. Seriously.